You thought so too?
Thought so?
Yeah.
I didn't know you thought so highly of me.
You thought so last week.
That was last week.
All of you thought so too.
Video only.
Except there wasn't no video.
No ovens, no answering the door, no video games.
So, no video games for 2 weeks.
Not an Xbox, no video game controllers.
Oh, let's just watch the video.
I mean, just watch the video.
Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment.
I mean, I thought so too, and then I remembered the train's faster than me. We gotta pump that train all the way to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And I couldn't have said that any better myself. Well, let's get pumping. And the reason I want to get pumping is not to satisfy my own arduous journey. It's because in my Discord, which I rarely pay attention to at my own fault, there's some kids in there. I call them kids because they're younger than me, but one of them took on the responsibility of opening up a server because they like this pack and they thought it'd be cool to all play together. That's some initiative out of a youngin' that I've never seen before. And I want to reward that kind of behavior in my community. And I thought one cool way to do that would be to approach a server company and have them sponsor my channel. And the response that I got back was, you need 5,000 subscribers for us to consider that. So I think we can do that. And part of the way that I was planning the approach of that was uploading a video every day, which kind of wore me out a little bit. And I wanted to take a step back and reevaluate that plan. But I think the state that this pack is in right now is the time to strike the iron on it. It's new, it's fun, it's exciting. People are learning, playing it. And there's some things that I know that I can share through my videos to help people along in the playthrough, or even just to laugh at if they're well beyond my skill level, right? So that's why I've chosen to share the failures and also the successes along the road. And I think what I want to get into today is, first off, I wanted to show off this building. It's not done yet, but it's coming along freaking cool. To me, I was hoping for like the look of magic just bursting out of this building, right? So both ends, on both gable ends of the building, I have the same design. And then the trusses in the middle, and then beams going from truss to truss. And I had to figure out something for the sides, but I think it's coming along pretty sweet. And I wanted to show this at the start of the video to give a little glance of what's going on. And also, I added another tier on the farm, but I don't have the seeds to plant there yet, right? We need more than Mage Bloom Seeds to get this source tank jacked up to the maximum, because we're going to need that moving forward. And part of this whole video series has been to share my journey along the way. So we're going to jump into some Ars something. I don't even know how to pronounce the mod, but it's magic. And I typically don't like magic mods, but this one is sweet. There's a book in here, but it says it's worn. I don't think we want a worn book. Let's just see what we can do. And we needed these source gems before we could even start anything in this mod, because all the recipes are changed in this mod pack to make it more challenging and more exciting. We need this stuff, arcane stone, to make anything pretty much in this mod. And we're going to start with making Mage Bloom Seeds, and we're probably going to end there at this video and fill that farm up with Mage Bloom Seeds. But I figured if somebody out there doesn't know anything about this mod, this is a good place to start to learn it. Let's do it. What I mean by a good place is, I mean, I didn't help Bailey write the mod Ars Nouveau, but I know a little bit about it, at least the basics of it, how to get started into it. And if you don't know any of that, we're going to go through that right now. You have to generate source. That's what we're going to do. And we need this stuff, any type of archwood log, to get started. I probably shouldn't have planted that there, but okay. I made glass. I got a quest complete. Sweet. All right, the way we're going to generate source in Ars Nouveau, which is kind of similar to like stress units to the create mod, right? Everything that you do in this mod pretty much runs off of source. We need one of these things because we're going to use our farm to generate source. So that's called an ergonomic source link. We need one of them guys, and we need some source jars to put the source into, and I'm going to make 9 of these. Before we go making the parts for the rest of the stuff that we need to make these seeds. We're going to set this up to generate source. You can do it next to any farm, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down 9 of these jars, source jar, and then right on top of there, I'm going to put down this guy, the source link. I was about to say it, nothing happens, and we get cool lights. And this mod has fantastic visual effects to it. So we're going to let these source jars fill up, and then we're going to build our, whatever this thing is called, arcane pedestals with the enchanting apparatus or something. Yes, that's what it's called. Let's go make them. You know, I really got to tighten up my automations that I built in the beginning. This stuff's looking kind of cheesy in retrospective. We'll get there eventually. Let's make these parts. Like I said, we need the arcane stone, we need diamonds, all kinds of cool stuff. We need 8 of these deals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. We need an enchanting apparatus. And we also need this arcane core, which I need 2 gold ingots for. And now, I didn't let that run very long, but it's probably long enough. We can set this deal up. I think if I place it next to the source jars, it'll get source. There's a way to move source around using relays and other things, but I'm not sure that we need to venture into that just yet. This is kind of a temporary setup just for getting started and getting the things that I need. The arcane core goes right there, and then we need to take this enchanting pedestal, or enchanting apparatus rather. He gonna go right on top of that deal, and then we need arcane pedestals around this guy. I don't know why I put 1 on there, 2 on there. My mouse is being goofy, and the game is being goofy right now. That's gonna be our enchanting setup, and hopefully these source jars are filling up. This guy's already 93% full in a matter of moments. Now, the reason I chose to put it right here is because these source berries grow fast. And I don't know the range on these things. Maybe somebody can leave that in the comments if somebody wants to set up like a kind of a hidden deal somewhere. That would be helpful. Now let me get the parts that we need to make the seeds, and you can see this thing rocking. It's an agronomic source link, you big dummy. And I believe these source jars, notice how it fills up the one in the middle first, right? And then it goes here, and it'll work its way around this circle, filling up all these source jars. And I'm pretty sure that you can do a 5x5 area around this guy of source jars, and it'll fill them all up. But I'm not positive about that. Let me sleep so this rain goes away. Although I wanted the cool effect with the lights at night. So sad. We're going to do this. Let's look at the Mage Bloom Seed recipe, right? It tells you need an enchanting apparatus, and that's it. And if you never played around with this mod, you might be a little baffled. We need source gems, and any kind of seed, really, will turn it into the Mage Bloom Seed. You can even use a Mage Bloom Seed to make another Mage Bloom Seed. Imagine that. I just saw that. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to put hoppers on 4 of these guys, just because we need a decent amount of them. So instead of just clicking everything by hand, and then I think we could put a hopper on this guy too. That'll feed the seeds in there. And then we need to grab, what do I need? 4 stacks of source gems. And then we can come over here and set this guy up to start making seeds. We'll put a stack of each of these in there. It does feed the pedestal, which is perfect. And now the last thing we got to do is put seeds in here, right? Boom. And that should start crafting. It does. Now I have to click this to pull it out, because I don't have like pipes or anything to set up to pull it out of here. Right? But there's our Mage Bloom Seed. First one. Nailed it. First try. And it won't keep cranking them out unless you pull this out of there. Is there like a multi-directional hopper or something? Omni hopper? There is. Can you filter that? No. Oh, you know what? I got it. We don't need all 8 of these right now, right? Get rid of that guy. And then if we go like this, if I put this guy on there, I'm putting it on backwards so it doesn't pull anything out. And then we're going to take the Mage Bloom Seed, Put it in there. We need the ranch. Where'd she go? There it is. And before I do the ranch, let me do this. Perfect. You go there. You go there. And now when I flip this, this will be fully automated, making them Mage Bloom Seeds, right? It's not pretty, but is she going to crank? No problem. Now let me go get, what the heck was this stuff called again? Some kind of farmland. And I needed some special bone meal. Not just any old bone meal. We need arcane bone meal. That's what it's called. And I'm going to show you how you make that real quick. You need this stuff, deep slate or any arcane crystal ore. I think I've only found it in deep slate level, so that's why it's all deep slate. You take these blocks, you have to mine them with silk touch, and then you smelt them. And when you combine them with bone meal, like so, you get an arcane bone meal, which is what we need. That should be plenty. I don't need any more of this. Let me put this stuff away and go dupe up our farm. Safety first. It's so freaking cool looking, that mod. That's arcane bone meal. These deals, you get magical farmland. I looked at that other part. I didn't do magical farmland where the source berries are growing. I only did it where the mage blooms are growing. So I confused myself there for a second. Hopefully I didn't confuse you. Magical farmland. Oh, I forgot I got to sprint while I do this. Boom. And this is going to improve the speed. I don't know at what kind of rate it changes it. You got to be kidding me. I'm 4 pieces short. I hate. Oh, imagine if I fell down that hole, that would have been perfect cut. 4 more pieces. I hope my maths is right. I opened up this chest, and that's where my mouse was. War notebook. Imagine that. But we didn't need to read it, because we're chooching. We got Mage Bloom Seeds. And now we can finish this farm off. Plant this deal. And you guys have been around for part of the journey. I appreciate everybody watching the video. Nobody wants to see me turn farmland into magical farmland. Where did I put that one? Or plant seeds and maybe get hit by my own harvester. Or maybe you do. And look, they've reached from up here. That thing's going to crank outsource sitting there. No problem. Let me end this video. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all the love recently. And any support that can be given is much appreciated. Thank you. Enjoy your day. Have fun. And peace.